Michael Freeland. He'll give it up over the goalie of Pod, or over the blocker of Potter, rather, and across. Giving it down, Polsky. He'll go out. Right out in front, they score! USC goal, and it's Sam Frazier. Opens up this game one with a thunderous shot. USC off and running. Down into the face-off circle. Sam Frazier sends it back. Pod will play it. Giving it out and cross. Right out and back. UCLA shot off the leg, I believe, of Sam Frazier. And we will get a stoppage. 18-20 into the first period. And USC already has a 1-0 lead. USC tying up the draw. UCLA will send it across. Rutzik will play it for USC, trying to give it across, but UCLA is out to intercept it. Left corner, right out in front. Puck flutters. Going down, trying to meet the stick of Rutzik, and now Rutzik will send it up. Here comes Phelps. Phelps, he has Voloshin right across, and a good poke check save by Katz. They'll send it across. Going down. Down and wide. They'll get it to Phelps. Phelps will up and clear it. UCLA in their own zone, giving it to the neutral zone. Dinning fell, so here comes a rush for UCLA, giving it back to the high circle. A shot tipped on, and USC back with it. Going up to the left circle now, trying to center it, but nothing doing. Right and back is Dinning. Dinning for the Trojans, right out in front, and a good shot, try, save. Rebound, and Bowden falls on it. What an amazing save by Bowden. Sprawling out and getting it. 17:05 left to go. I don't know where it is. Oh. Giving it across, and now UCLA with it. Trying to chip it out. Down behind Bowden, the alternate captain. And believe it or not, this is actually the goalie that's the alternate captain, Matthew Bowden. So it's amazing to see a captain taking up that spot as USC trying to give it across. Freeland, they'll chip it down. UCLA with it. A little mishap, but UCLA retains possession. Sam Frazier trying to give it a little chase. Miss pass, and now here we go with USC now. A shot just goes wide. Polsky, right out to the corner, trying to look out, right out in front, and a good another save by Bowden. He'll give it out to Chandler. Chandler chipped out in front, and another wide shot goes for USC. Poke check, or cross check to the boards. They'll try to send it down. UCLA still with it. I believe they are going to call this cross-checking on, I believe this is Polsky. Polsky giving a little bit of flair here. So one thing that I remember my partner, Anthony Tredelli, telling me is the coaches want this to be as calm as possible, trying to tell the team, this is just another game. Forget where you are. Just go out and play, but still have fun with it. Voloshin out to take the draw. He wins it. Peter Katz. He'll try to play it across. Up to the high slot. Down top left circle. Back to the lower left corner. Now to the top circle. A shot tipped on wide of Pod. right behind of Pod, now to the right circle. Right in front of Pod, and they'll try to chip it home. Rutzik loses the puck. UCLA still with possession, mobilizing here on this power play. Pass on in front, and Phillips will clear. Back to get it is Smigliani. Right back, and Kuang gets it. Kuang and Phillips turns into a big hit. UCLA still with it. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Right behind of Pod. Trying to center out in front, saved by Pod. Rebound right out in front, and it just goes wide. Sam Frazier just clears. High circle. Back to the lower circle. High circle again. They'll give it up to the point. Point trying to give it out in front of the net, but just goes wide. Voloshin gets it, and he clears. Polsky waiting on the wings, trying to look to see when his penalty is going to end. They'll pass it out into the neutral zone. Going into the Trojans zone. A shot saved by Pod, and a rebound just goes wide. Going across. UCLA trying to get possession here, but Freeland gets it for the Trojans. He'll send it out to Dinning for the Trojans. Into the UCLA zone, trying to center it, and the penalty's over. Back to full strength, go the Trojans. UCLA back the other way. Looking for a shot, just goes wide. Freeland. He'll pass it up to Dinning. Dinning having a little bit of trouble with it, so Freeland will take it back. Right behind a Pod. He'll send it out, Polsky. Polsky clearing it out into the neutral zone. Bruins will wing it around the boards. Freeland, Voloshin. Voloshin trying to give it a stretch pass, but Busby couldn't really reach it. Now wing it around the boards. Pod will play it. Freeland will go back to Braun. Braun with the puck. He'll chip it out. Bruins hold it in, and Freeland has it. He'll chip it up to Malone. Giving it across. That was Phillips. Phillips back to Busby. Busby giving it back to Rutzik. Rutzik will stick handle, trying to go up ice. Intercepted. Bruins with it in their own zone, right in front of Bowden. He'll give it up. Rutzik with it in his own zone. Will play it, dangle across, looking for another dangle. He'll give it to Voloshin, but nothing doing. Back the other way go the Bruins. They'll dump it in right behind of Pod, and Ma will play it to the side to Bronwell, but a little bit too far for him to handle. Bruins with possession. Bruins really holding on to this puck and really controlling the play here so far. Phillips right out in front, and Phillips will skate it out of danger. He'll try to give it up. Right and back, Ma has it. And USC will try to clear it out. Right out in front, a good shot, and a save by Pod. Ma trying to clear it, intercepted by the Bruins. Polsky with it. Polsky. Right and back, Ma has it. Ma, Polsky. Polsky trying to give it out. Bruins still with it. Off the skate and offsides. 11:24 left to go here in this first period. So far the Bruins are kind of feeling them out. They're controlling play here so far. But alas, Trojans still have a 1-0 lead. Getting it back, Chandler. Right in front. We'll try to chip it down. Chandler with it. Freeland. Trying to go out in front. Freeland. Back to Chandler in his own zone. Trying to chip it up to Abramowicz. Abramowicz just couldn't play it. And UCLA will dump it into the zone where Chandler will possess. Bruins still holding it in. USC still hasn't gathered a shot after the first 10 minutes after that first goal. So we're going to see if there's going to be a little bit of retaliation here. Freeland will try to jump it across. He's looking for Dinning. Bruins get in the way of that. Chandler still with it. Chandler to the side. Right out in front, and a good save by Pod. USC outlet pass. Dinning. Across the zone, dumps it into the Bruins' end, and he'll go off for a line change. Bruins still with it. Passing it up. Marshall. He'll chip it up, and it's intercepted by Rutzik. He'll give it to Bronwell. Phillips into the Bruins zone. Couldn't really handle it, but he'll dump it into the far corner. Poke checked, almost intercepted, and UCLA or Trojans couldn't find it. They'll give it back, shipping it out, and I believe that's going to be icing. So 10-10 left to go here in this first period. And USC still leading, but Bruins have had the bulk of the chances so far. We'd like to thank Staples Center right now for hooking us up this year with a table and also extension cord so we can bring you this live stream. Shout out to them. They'll play it across, right out to the corner, right in back of Pod, where Rutzik will play it. Rutzik will give it to Bronwell. Bronwell, intercepted by the Bruins. Keeping it in, right out in front, and he shot it wide, trying to do something a little bit too fancy there. Back to the blue line. A shot blocked out in front by Bronwell, and it's cleared out incidentally. Checking him down is the captain, Phillips. And now here we go with Busby, giving it up to Sam Frazier. Back across to Voloshin, and he loses the puck. He'll chip it up and around. USC still trying to get it. Phillips right out in front. Busby is turned into a big foot race there. Busby gets the puck back. They'll give it up off the foot of Voloshin. You can kind of tell that USC is kind of discombobulated here. They're a little bit excited, which is a good thing, but sometimes can not be a good thing if you're a little bit too excited, ready to play here at Staples Center. Giving it down, across, and nothing doing. Down into the corner now. They'll give it up. USC still with it. And UCLA will get it. Into the Trojan zone, winging it around. 1-0 Trojans so far with 8:35 left to go. USC going from left to right offensively, trying to go left to right offensively. Intercepted by the Bruins, taken away by the Trojans again. Sam Frazier will give it back to Minkoff. Ma giving it down. Frazier. Polsky trying to run the puck down, but UCLA was a little bit too fast. Marshall will wing it around the boards. UCLA still with it. High slot shot, tipped on, but wide of the net. Right out in front, intercepted by the Trojans, and here we go with USC back the other way. Polsky. Poke check by the Bruins, and now here come the Bruins back the other way. 3-on-3 rush. Open ice, shot, blocked out in front. He tries to wing it out, and it is blown dead because the net was kicked off its moorings. He tried a little World Series action with batting the puck out of the midair, but he whiffed on it, so no goal there. Game 1 of the Crosstown Cup, best of 5 this year, as UCLA and USC will play 5 games this year, and the series is a best of 5. So UCLA actually playing USC 3 consecutive times. Today and the next time on November 21st at Pickwick, and a day later, the 22nd, at 5 Points Arena in Irvine, as UCLA gets a shot off high and wide. They'll give it down across. Trying to pass it out in front is UCLA. Abramowicz with it. Abramowicz trying to clear it out. Held in. Abramowicz turning him into a big check. And now here we go with Chandler. Back the other way. Chandler holding on to it. Right circle. And he turns into a big hit. Around the boards, held in by Voloshin. Voloshin, a shot blocked. Bronwell in the left circle. Loses it to the Bruins. Down and across. Voloshin still with it. He'll try to wing it around the boards. And Busby dekes a check. He dekes a big, heavy hit right there. And he turns him to a big check. What an amazing hit by Chandler. And now here we go with the Trojans. Back the other way. 2-on-1. Right out in front. Scores! USC gets the goal. What an amazing shot by the Captain Phelps. Started off as a rush, and it was a one-time chance. Puck was fluttering a little bit, and Phelps turned that into his advantage. 2-0 Trojans. As we have a broken stick being collected by the refs. USC getting ready for the draw now. Aaron Minkoff wins the draw back to Polsky. Across, Rutzik has it. Trying to look for Freeland, but he got out of the way of that pass. And he turns into a big check. Back into the corner now, Minkoff. Polsky with it. Polsky trying to give it out in front. Right out and back. Into the corner now. Minkoff in the corner. Looking out. Right in back of the net. Right out in front. Just goes wide. Rutzik with it. A shot goes wide. Net is off its moorings. Ref puts it back. And a shot high and beats it up. And now here we go. Sam Frazier getting into it, trying to throw off the gloves, and he turns him into a big throw as he throws him down into the ice. Number 12 is number 12 here. That is Sam Frazier versus Billy Zagris. And Zagris goes down. So both guys are going to go to the box. I had imagined 5 minutes both for fighting, or maybe 2 for unsportsmanlike on both sides. So, oh, wow, we have 2 Bruins going to the box. 1 for the Trojans. That's Sam Frazier going to the box as well for the Bruins as Alex Tam and William Zegris. So we're going to get the call here in a second. Right now it looks to be 4-on-4 aside for each team. So it could be 2 minutes on each side. Actually, no, I may have lied here. It's 5-on-4 power play here for the Trojans. Excuse me, my clock seemed to have been running. I'll get you back to 5:22 is the official time here at Staples Center. Left in the first period, 2-0 Trojans. And all is well here at Staples Center. Playing downtown LA. Technically a home game for the Bruins. Being an alternate location, I don't think it really matters. But for the stat book, it really does. Going across. Polsky down into the corner. They'll try to give it down. Right in back of Bowden. To the left circle. Right out and back. Busby, a shot tipped on and just goes wide. Voloshin. High up shot. A good save by Bowden as it goes off his pad and wide. And USC will play it in their own zone. Voloshin stepping up into the neutral zone. Into the Bruins zone. Trying to go the whole ice, but right out in front, looking for someone, no one there. UCLA to the penalty kill for the first time this game. Both teams have been riddled with, I would like to say, terrible luck and pretty much a bad start to the season. USC is just 2-9-0 on the season, while the Bruins are 3-8. So both clubs trying to turn it around, and it all starts here at Staples Center, trying to get each other some momentum. They'll clear it all the way down. USC has a tough road schedule ahead of them. They are going to Northern California, where they will be taking on... First, they will be taking on the Cal Bears at Oakland Ice Center on the 15th at 12:15 a.m. Later that day, they will be taking on the San Jose State University at 8:30 p.m. So a long day there already, as Bowdoin will cover. So like I said, this weekend USC will spend their weekend in Northern California, where they will meet the Cal Bears at Oakland Ice Center on the 15th at 12:15 a.m. Later that day, we'll take on San Jose State University at 8:30 p.m. And then the next day, we'll take them on again at 8:30 p.m. at Sharks North Arena. On the 17th, they'll visit Cal again at 2:30. At 2:30, and finally on the 21st, we'll come back to SoCal to take on the UCLA Bruins at Pickwick Ice. And we will be live on the 22nd, where the USC Trojans will be taking on the UCLA Bruins, as UCLA, I believe, is going to be taking a penalty here. They'll be taking on the UCLA Bruins at 5 Points Arena. And we have a guy down here that I believe that is Ma. It's Charlie Ma getting up very slowly, very ruggedly to go back to the bench. Looks like he just wants to try to skate it off. So he'll take a short hop over the board slowly, a little agonizingly. Hope he's all right. A little doubled over in pain there. So you never want to see a injured hockey player as UCLA to the right circle, right in back of Pod, right out in front, and it's taken away by the Trojans, Abramowicz. He'll try to go down. Centering it right in back of Pod. Pod giving it to Dinning. Dinning, he'll give it back to Abramowicz. Abramowicz still has it. Right circle shot saved by Bowdoin. Rebound right out and back into the corner. UCLA looks to be hacking to get it, but he'll skate it up. Abramowicz still has it, and he'll skate it across. Dinning will try to get it, but UCLA still has it, and they'll repossess it. Right out and back. Abramowicz still holds it in. Abramowicz still gets it, but UCLA takes it away after that poke check. USC trying to get it back. UCLA will just dump it into their zone. Speaking of the 22nd, we are going to have a very special guest. And if anybody, any of my superiors are listening, Jeff Dralla or Coach Toy later, we're going to be having a special guest on the broadcast. Two, in fact, as UCLA goes to the icing. Our first guest is going to be the return of my first-time partner and longtime Trojan commentator, Anthony Tredelli. Finally got the okay from the wife to come down here at 5 Points Arena in Irvine on the 22nd to call the game with me. So that's going to be fun. And we're also, in the first intermission of that game, are going to be having a special guest. Alex Faust of the LA Kings is going to join us here in the booth in the first period and second period, or the first intermission in the second period, as UCLA right out in front, a good poke check and a good fan on pass. And now here we go with the Trojans. They're going to be calling this play dead, however, but it's because Pod kicked off the net. That's kind of unfortunate. They had a good rush going back the other way. Anyway, Alex Faust will be joining us here on the broadcast. when we go to 5 Points Arena, the new arena in Irvine, where the UCLA Bruins will come to town to play the USC Trojans to renew their rivalry and continue the Crosstown Cup matchup, where hopefully the USC Trojans will be able to have a chance to lift the cup. That'd be fun, but you never want to count out this UCLA team. It really doesn't matter when it comes to rivalries like this in any sports. A good check right in back by Polsky, and they're going to be calling this dirty. They're going to be calling this one dirty. So I think they're going to be calling it either interference or elbowing. So Polsky goes to the box again, and UCLA has a chance with 1:17 left to go here in the first period to tie up this game. He'll play it down. Right at a cross. Right out in front to the right circle. A haymaker shot blocked. And a rebound right out in front. Kicked away by Busby. Bruins hold it in. Out to the left circle. High slot shot save. Rebound right across. And no one there to finish. Down into the corner. Right out into the slot. To the left circle now. A shot saved by Pod. Shoulder save by Cameron Pod as he incidentally kicks off the net, I'm sure. So if you would like to kindly join us on the 22nd, where we will be interviewing Alex Faust in the first intermission and second period. And you'll get to see the return of Anthony Tredelli back here in the booth. Freeland. He'll go across. All the way down the ice. Into the neutral zone. Down. Wing it around the boards. Held in by the Bruins. A shot just goes off the leg and wide. Bruins still retain possession. A haymaker shot high and above play with 24 seconds left here in the first period. Bruins have a chance here, even with 24 seconds left. You never want to count this Bruins team out. To cut this lead in half. We've seen last-second goals before. I mean, the most recent one was Polsky. Rudsick. He'll win the draw. Voloshin will get it all the way down ice. 20 seconds left to go and counting. It had a little mishap there. It says 20 seconds now, so I'm 5 seconds ahead. Little mishap here at Staples with the clock. Intercepted by Voloshin going down. 10 seconds left. 10 seconds left to go here. They'll dump it in and call this play dead. Oh, it actually went off the ref, and let's hope the ref's okay. That's something that you never really hear a hockey player say, and definitely not Polsky. It looks to be okay. So we'll get a face-off here right outside the Bruins zone at the right face-off dot. Voloshin will get ready to take this draw. Winning it back. And that'll be that for the first period. The USC Trojans with a 2-0 lead here. So we'll see what happens here. Normally here, there will be a 15-minute intermission where they would have the scraping of the ice, but I'm not sure because we're here. It's going to be a 2-minute intermission here for the Trojans. So after the first period, we have shots on goal here for the Trojans. This is approximate. We weren't able to start off the stats early enough. So far, we did. My mistake. The Trojans lead shots on goal here 16-12 over the Bruins. So we'll get a chance to stick sides. Right now, goal scorers here for the Trojans is a number 13. for the Trojans, Jaso Yee. And number 21 for the Trojans, Andrew Phillips, the captain, assisted by number 9, Andre Voloshin. Always amazing to see when these two click. So, USC getting ready here. They're going to be cleaning this one up. So far here in the first period, USC kind of dominating the score sheet and shots, but UCLA is definitely dominating the possession time. As I get ready to start up. Oh, excuse me. It's and I believe it's not Bronwell, it's Bronell. It's Bronell, not Bronwell. My bad. My mistake. So as we get ready here in the second period, so excuse me for that pronunciation. Excuse me for that pronunciation error. It's Bronell. So here we go here in the second period. Voloshin will send it in. Or excuse me, that was Malone. He'll send it in. Bruins right behind their own net, right behind a Bowden. Right out in front. UCLA still with it in their own zone. Trying to sidestep. USC still on the penalty kill. They'll send it down into the corner, right behind Pod. Back into the opposite corner. He turns into a big check. Right out and back. Right across. Bruins still with it. Up to the high slot. Back to the right circle. Working it around. Back to the high circle. A shot saved by Pod, and he will cover. 19:18 left to go here in the second period, where the USC Trojans are currently leading 2-0. Malone wins the draw, and Voloshin tries to get it out. He does. Polsky out of the box. He gets it. He tries to flip it out to Phillips. Phillips will play it down. Upside to Phillips, or Polsky rather, giving it down. Up, high, and wide. He'll give it down. Right out in front. Ma with it. Right out in front, and Pod will play it to the side. Polsky trying to give it up. UCLA with it in their own zone. They'll try to chip it up. Neutral zone. Trying to carry it into the Trojan zone. Taken away by Phillips. Almost cleared, but held in to the neutral zone by the Bruins. Bruins will play it down. Down and across. Down into the right corner. Right out in front. A shot saved by Pod. A good save by Cameron Pod, who actually sat next to me during the Kings game. That was fun watching him geek out when the Kings scored. So, speaking of which, your final score here tonight at Staples Center for the Kings, 3-1 rather. LA Kings, as USC trying to make it 3-0, but oversteps the puck. Right circle now go the Bruins, trying to give it out to the corner. Being checked in by Noah Ulrich. Brunell. Rutzik. Brunell trying to play it. Ulrich chasing. UCLA still with it. Giving it to the lower right circle. Now right behind of Pod. Trying to center out in front. Taken away. Brunell almost turning it over. but he'll get it out. Or excuse me, that wasn't Brunel. That was number 25, Jacob Rutzik. Brunel is the one that's chasing right now. Kind of lost his footing there. The side a little bit shaken up, but seems to be fine as UCLA going down, poke checked away by the Trojans. Trying to take it away is Abene. Right out across. Polsky will play it. Polsky trying to give it to Rutzik. Right out in front. Bruin shot saved by Pod. 17:02 left to go here in the second period. Cameron Pod so far standing strong. A huge improvement midway through the season by Cameron Pod. Really showing his stuff. We are seeing vintage Pod here. A little bit of hint from last year where he absolutely dominated the tandem between him and Blaustein. A shot just goes wide. Blaustein, the senior, was a former starting goaltender for the Trojans. Polsky trying to give it up. And now the Bruins back into the Trojan zone. Shot high and wide off the glove of Pod, but it was going wide anyway. Malone will try to give it up, but Bruins take it away. Here we go with the UCLA Bruins. Shot saved by Pod. Rebound. He will cover. 16:30 left to go here in the second period. Second period here, Trojans a little bit flat-footed. Haven't really seen them in the Bruins' end, but there's still a lot of period left to play here in Game 1 of this Crosstown Cup. Right out in front, and a good save by Pod. USC trying to play it down. Single-handedly getting it. Dinning will send it up and out of play into the seats. And it looks like the cleanup crew is going to have a little souvenir to take home. An authentic USC puck here. Maybe get one of the players to sign it for him. Who knows? Abramowicz getting ready to take the draw now. Abramowicz will get it. USC trying to get it. Turn it over. Into the corner now. They'll try to get it up. Ma has it into the neutral zone. Almost taken away. Ma still with it, though. Almost turned into a dangerous play here for the Trojans. But the Bruins just fell a little flat-footed there in the center ice. And try to get it out. They do. Ma with it. Ma will leave it up. A little bit too much of a lead pass. So UCLA will take over in the neutral zone. They'll dump it into the USC zone. Far corner. Dinning. He'll leave it for Abramowicz as the ref kind of gets in the way there. Abramowicz playing it out. Right out in front, trying to sidestep. Almost turned into a highlight reel goal, but nothing doing. And USC trying to get it in on net where Abene will play it. He'll give it across to Freeland back in his own zone, in his own left circle. And he'll give it across to Rutzik where no one really has any pressure on him, so safe to play the puck there. Right out in front, Brunel trying to give it across. UCLA into the USC zone. Right circle, a shot goes wide. UCLA trying to get possession. They do. Stick lifted, but still has possession at the high slot left or right circle now. Right behind a Pod, circling around, giving it to the high slot. A shot blocked. Rebound right out in front, blocked again, and it flutters wide. Right out in front again, a good save. And a third shot saved by Pod. Pod's here giving it down into the corner. And now across, and now here we go with Brunel. Brunel will just dump it in safely into the zone. Bruins with it. Into the neutral zone go the Trojans. Down across. A lead pass there. And taken away by UCLA. And USC tries to hit him there, does Alex Malone, but kind of missed the check there as Polsky tries to go down. Right out in front, and oh, what a big hit! What an absolutely crushing hit by Alex Malone. That's the hit that he wanted to get out. Malone will try to get it out. He'll give it down. Ulrich trying to play it up. Held in by the Bruins. Taken away. Polsky can't find the puck. And UCLA will clear it. Almost turned into a dangerous play there for the Trojans. Little lackadaisical on both sides. Playing it down. Into the left corner now. Now here we go with the Bruins into the Trojan zone. Left circle. Leaving it. Down into the corner now. They'll play it right out in front. Saved by Pod. Pod with the amazing save. So 12:49 left to go here in this second period. And so far, so good for the Trojans. But you really never, like I said, I'll keep saying it, you never want to sleep on this Bruins squad. As a shot, haymaker shot saved by Pod. And Dinning will get it. He'll give it across to Abramowicz, taken away by the Bruins. Held in, now blocked away by the Trojans. Abramowicz trying to get it. Foot race, but he'll lose that. They'll play it down, all the way down. No icing, because it was deflected by a UCLA Bruin above the red line. So no icing. Right out in front, trying to pass it. And again a rebound, and safely corralled by Freeland. Taken by Abramowicz. Abramowicz trying to sidestep, but the Bruins get in the way of that. Bruins playing a little timid against the physicality of the Trojans. Now into the left circle. A shot saved by Pod. Rebound. Juicy rebound as Pod is a little worse for wear after that play. And is kind of swimming there. Finally gets back on his feet. Finally gets himself set. Down into the left corner. Trying to play it. Ma right out in front. Shots blockered aside by Pod. High slot. Go the Bruins. Skating it across. Shot blocked out in front and fluttered safely wide. Bruins still with it, however. Giving it out in front. Taken away by Ma. Abramowicz with it. He'll clear it off the boards, down the ice, and no icing because it didn't go far enough and the Bruins caught up with it. They'll give it down. Voloshin, he'll play it across for Rutzik in his own zone. He'll play it up. He'll skate it up through the neutral zone into the Bruin zone. A left circle shot flutters wide. Freeland will get it. Brunel going it down. Down to Sam Frazier, but Frazier couldn't hold it. Now here come the Bruins back the other way. Across to the USC zone. High slot. He'll just dump it into the right corner where the USC or UCLA player has it. Trying to center it. Sam Frazier. He'll give it back to Ulrich. And Ulrich will just dump it in. Brunel trying to force a turnover here. UCLA with it. High slot. Giving it across, intercepted by the Trojans. And now here we go with Sam Frazier winning, going up to a foot race, but losing that foot race. Looked like he was going to win it. Into the Trojan zone now go the Bruins. Right circle, pass out in front. No one can find it. And now at the right circle now, a shot goes harmlessly wide. Right out in front again. Taken away by the Trojans. Sam Frazier intercepted by the Bruins. Bruins, left circle, shot saved by Pod. And a rebound right out in front, and it just goes wide. Rebound shot going nowhere. Right behind. Trying to play it. Right out to the side, and now here we go with the Trojans. Now, a shot is fluttered in on goal to the glove of Bowden. So far, So far, as a score, a score for the Trojans.
Ask him if he wants to come on the air. Ask him if he wants to interview. Can we interview you, Mr. Jablonski? Yeah, in between periods real quick.
They'll play it to the side. USC trying to go out, goading it to the right side. And excuse my lack of call there. That was kind of unprofessional. I was just trying to get a key interview. I wasn't really preparing for this, but the brother of Max Jablonski is here, Jack Jablonski. So we'll look to interview him here in the second intermission. Ma will try to chip it up and out of play. Or across the ice, rather. Right out and back. Right out to the side. Down into the corner now.
USC goal, score number 17.
They'll play it.
The assist to number 10, Philip Tanfeld. Time of the goal, 10:57.
Right out in front. Pass. And almost going nowhere there. But the Bruins get it back. Intercepted by the Trojans. And now here we go. USC on a short breakaway. Abene trying to break loose. And it's poke checked away by the Bruins. Polsky, he'll give it to the side. Left circle shot, scores! USC with the goal! What an amazing shot! And USC off and running, 4-0. Yeah. They'll play it across. They'll play it down, trying to give it to Freeland. Giving it across. Shot saved by Bowden. 7:13 left to go here in the second period. They'll play it down. Across. Shot right out in front. Scores! They score! And USC with the goal. Alex Malone and UCLA is going to the bullpen when it comes to their goaltender. Bowden's night is done. And we will be getting, for the UCLA Bruins, number 1, Alan McIver. And USC with a 5-0 lead here at Staples Center. Hey, it came alive here. UCLA into the USC zone, trying to get a shot and a good save by Pod. Going it across, up and over as Augustus Busby has it. He'll give it to the side, right out and back. And UCLA with it in the Trojan zone.
USC's fourth goal, score number 21,
Trying to go down. A shot high and or actually low and across. Trying to intercept that, or the Bruins. They have it at the left circle, trying to go across, and nothing doing. UCLA can't get it. USC almost getting the outlet pass there, but nothing doing. And now intercepted by Abramowicz. Abramowicz trying to skate around. He does. Right out in front, save. And USC will try to get it back. UCLA is still within their own zone. Taken away. And now here we go with USC. Giving it across, knowing that he didn't have a good shot at it. Right out in front. Voloshin trying to give it to Bronwell. Smart play by Bronwell, actually. He knew that he was on his off foot. Knew that he was, he didn't really have a good shot. So he tried to give it to a person that he knew that had a better shot at the net because he had a better angle. UCLA losing the puck. Sam Frazier looking for Voloshin. Frazier again. He'll give it across, down, and around the boards. 5:05 left to go here. They'll play it down the ice and flutters wide. They'll get it across as we hear a UCLA guy, a UCLA fan, kind of disgruntled with his hockey game. Can't wait for the football season. You gotta love this rivalry here. Heated rivalry with the Trojans and the Bruins. Always fun to watch. They'll give it down and across. Brownwell trying to goad it up to Voloshin. So, right out in front. So USC getting ready for a draw here. I think it's going to be outside of the zone because it went off of a Bruin out of play, or off of a Trojan rather out of play. So when you deflect it out of play in the offensive zone, if you are an offensive player, you are going to get the draw outside of the zone. As the Trojans do, they win the draw. Ulrich. He'll wing it around. Oh, and he turns into a... Oh, he tripped, and that... Oh, ouch, 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 ouch. He tries to go in for the hit. Loses his balance. And he hits his forearm into the boards. Ouch. That I know that does not feel good. I know that doesn't feel good right now. So you're gonna hopefully they see that they see too that he is feeling a bit better. You always hate to see anybody go down, so Maxwell is out, or rather Coach Toy is out to make sure that his guy is all right. That I'm going to be perfectly honest, that doesn't look good. That does not look good. Down and still down, and oof. Oh, you hate to see it. You absolutely hate to see it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, you hate to see it. Oh, you absolutely hate to see it. I have the stretcher out, getting ready to take him off the ice. Oh. It's bad. Yeah, there's no other way to say it. He tried to deliver a hit. He totally whiffed on it, and he went elbow first into the boards. And thoughts and prayers right now. Yeah, look, I got confirmation from Sam Frazier. It is the shoulder. He went in shoulder first to the boards on the play, and oh man, you absolutely hate to see that. You honestly do. I couldn't. Yeah. I'm trying to see.
Name of the player? Who is it?
I'm trying to see who the name of the player is, and seeing if they can look back my way. I'm trying to see if I can find his number. But Phillips and Sam Frazier are there. Still there waiting. So that's an unfortunate play. It really is. So far here in the game, though, USC has been really heavy hitting. They've been trying to finish every single hit that they throw, and unfortunately here, put it this way. He was going so fast that he tripped on the goal line right next to the UCLA goaltender Alan MacGyver, and he went elbow first into the corner of the ice and the boards. As soon as he hit, as hard as he hit the boards, you can see that it was just he sandwiched himself. I'm going to make an educated guess here, because he hit the boards with his elbow, and it was straight on. I'm going to say he probably broke his arm. USC is heading off the ice. So you know what? Sure. Yeah. Max, right? Your name Max?
No, Jack.
Oh, Jack?
Are you talking about Jack's brother?
Yeah.
I wish I were Max. I'm not.
Well, that was Jack Jablonski, the former Trojan, passing my way. We have Max ready to come in if he still wants to do the interview. I believe they're going to be calling the second period. I'm not sure if they're going to be calling the game here. But either way, this isn't really the way that you want to end this period. Really, it isn't. So we'll get ready for this interview here momentarily. Stay tuned. Hi. We have here in the booth, we have Max Jablonski here with the Trojans. It's very nice to have you. Thank you for doing this.
No problem. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, so scary end here, obviously, for the player.
Yeah, it's unfortunate to see. Obviously, you don't want to see that in any hockey game. Obviously, the most important thing is that he's going to be all right.
Yeah. So it's not really the way that you wanted to end in the second period, and let alone see this player's night is obviously done. I guess, you know what, one of the first questions I would ask to you is what's your view on this? What's your view on the way that they're going through this in the safety procedure, taking everybody off the ice and canceling the second period?
I mean, it's extremely important that you attend to the kid, and regardless of how long it's going to take, it's most important that his safety is number one. So given that the extent of what it looks to be is to take the team off the ice because of how long it's going to take to attend to him, I think it's the right move, just because you've got to allow him to receive the treatment that he needs. And if there's 4 minutes left in the period, so be it. They can tack it on in the third period and truly focus on getting this kid the help that he needs.
Yeah, that's first and foremost, like you said, safety. So thoughts and prayers go out to this player. Still trying to see. Did you catch the number of the player?
I actually did not, unfortunately.
I'm gonna make an educated guess. I think that was number 5, Ma. I'm not sure. Charlie Ma. So again, you really don't like to see that, especially to a player who's just trying to finish a hit. So anyway, you're here in LA, and I'm guessing the Minnesota Wild is what brought you down here.
A little bit. I mean, I'm starting to work for the LA Kings full time now, and having Minnesota in town is always a little bit of a plus, and it gets you out to the arena even more. So, no, I was excited to have my hometown team in here, but it's also great to have the Kings win as well.
Yeah, and your brother Jack Jablonski was here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was nice to see him again. I know he played last year for the Trojans.
Yeah.
Dare I say, I think you're still a little bit better than he was. But, It's always nice to see familiar faces, especially when it comes to
Yeah.
USC hockey.
Yeah, no, it's great to have the familiarity and at the same time, people on the ice. So it's fun to keep in touch with the team and see a lot of your friends out on the ice succeeding and obviously beating UCLA.
Yeah, that's always a plus when you're beating any team, and it's always another plus when you're beating the Bruins. So, um, so what's your opinion on the game so far? How do you think this is going?
It's been impressive. They've controlled the play and obviously the scoreboard as well. So it's all you can ask for. But at the same time, with the game against UCLA, there's always that chance for a little bit of extra when it comes to physicality or the game getting out of hand. So you hope that everyone keeps their cool and focuses on playing the game the right way.
And being a former player, coming into this third period, especially after seeing that injury, do you play it a little bit more safe? Do you just hold back on hitting, or are you still nothing changed?
When you're up 5-0 and obviously you're coming off of a situation like this, the most important thing is to look at the game 0-0, and it's hard to respond to what has happened with the injury and obviously the intensity and the severity of it. But you got to go out and play your game, and you can't let it affect you in a negative aspect in terms of mindset, but most importantly on how you play your game. So you stick to what you're good at and your strengths as well, and you hope that that's enough to not only expand on the lead but come out with a W at the end.
Yeah, they're very true. So, coming into this third period, you will, like you said, trying to view the score 0-0 and kind of, attack as well as don't get carried away with the way that you're attacking.
Yep.
So, I think with USC coming out, I think they're going to do exactly that. Just try to basically play the way they have been playing. So, how long have you been coming to these games at Staples Center with UCLA and USC, or is this your first time?
This is my third or fourth year with it. It's interesting because having interned for the Kings for the past few years, obviously they play right after the game, so it's easy to stick around and watch your college team try to take down their rival.
Yeah.
So
was it always fun coming here and seeing your brother play?
Yeah, it's always great. You see him growing up, and I've always watched him play when he was younger, and now to see him in Staples Center in one of the greatest venues in America is obviously something you can check off the list. But at the same time, it's just always good to be around your siblings and support them as well. So
yeah, definitely, and I think you found it easier to play knowing that you were on the ice. So, Max, do you have any questions for me or about USC so far?
No, what do you think? I mean, it's been a great game, but obviously you're the one covering the game. Who do you think has stood out?
It's kind of weird because I think USC has stood out obviously in the score sheet and getting shots on net. But when it comes to ice possession and time on attack, I really think that UCLA has been dominant.
Interesting.
They held it into the Trojan zone for the majority of the first and second period. But USC coming off of really great shots and just great hockey IQ to get it to the slot. You saw a play where Broadwell could have taken a shot out in the slot, but he was on his off wing, he was on his backhand. So obviously he tries to look for another pass to see if someone's on their strong hand looking at the net. So I think that was a really good play, and I think this is a real improvement from USC this season. They've been playing haphazardly almost, where it kind of costed them some games. But tonight is definitely an improvement, and I know that Coach Jerry Torrey told me that they've been hitting the practices harder.
Awesome. Well, that's great to hear.
Yeah. So, entering to the LA Kings, what are you entering for?
Sports media, doing a lot of content producing, working as an analyst, and talking about the game, and ultimately just working my way up to my full-time job that I'll start in January. So I'm excited.
It's great to have you in the LA Kings organization. It's great to have you like back in hockey. I think personally you've been a big inspiration for a lot of people.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, so thank you for coming on the stream and
happy to.
For this interview. And any closing remarks?
No, I mean, fight on, go Trojans, and it'd be nice to see him close out a victory here, which I assume will happen. But most importantly, obviously, the best to the man who was injured, and hopefully he'll be back on the ice and soon enough. But most importantly, that he gets well as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks for coming on.
Much appreciated. Thanks.
We're going to be fighting on here in the third period. Hopefully the period will start soon after they get the players situated. And again, thoughts and prayers go out to him. We'll see you guys in the beginning of the third period. Stay tuned.
When you want to get off that darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Clear If I'm just a mistake, what do you come back to me? Every step that you take echoes through me. Don't let me go. Don't let me go. gonna throw my memories away. Now I feel I'm done, and I am cursed by every day till my time is gone. I've never felt this way before, and now I know this all for sure. I won't forget your last betray. I'll never forget this day. 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 I'm gonna throw my memories away. Now I feel I'm done, and I'm cursed by every day till my time is gone. I've never felt this way before, and now I know this all for sure. I won't forget your last betray. I'll never forget this day. 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 I'm gonna throw my memories away. Now I feel I'm done, and I am cursed by every day till my time is gone. I've never felt this way before, and now I know this all for sure. I won't forget your last betray. I'll never forget this day.
So, yeah. Now I believe we're going to be calling this game. Trojans are currently on the ice waiting for their call. And we are 60 seconds away from a Trojan victory. As we get ready here. Yeah. So, final score tonight in this second period is Trojans 5, Bruins nothing. They shut out the Bruins here in the home opener, or, well, technically not home, but the opener here in the Crosstown Cup Series. And looks like Daniel Venma is going to need a lot of attending to here. Obviously, we send our condolences and thoughts and prayers to Venma and his family. So, for Richard Flores, Carlos Hernandez, my statistician, Nancy Flores, my esteemed mother, who decided to join us here in the booth, and we thank Max Jablonski for coming into the booth here to give us an interview, willing to lend us his time. So we thank you all for joining us here tonight. Sorry we couldn't get you the end of the third period, but final score here tonight after the second period is USC 5, UCLA nothing. Shots on goal after the second period, 24 for the Trojans and 25 for the Bruins. Cameron Pod, a perfect 25 of 25, getting his first shutout out of the season. And for the UCLA Bruins, they split here tonight, their goaltenders. Matthew Bowden played for the majority of the game, facing, I would say, about 15 shots, 15, 16 shots, and the rest going to Ian McIver. And again, obviously, we wish USC and Daniel Venma the best of luck. Right now, it just... he seemed to be all right. He was smiling. He was grabbing a selfie with a couple of his friends on the ice. So, always a trooper, these hockey players. Always troopers. And never once are they gonna back down from any sort of pain. So, from Richard Flores, Carlos Hernandez, I am Brian Flores, and from Staples Center, your final score here tonight, 5-0. Thank you all for watching, and good night.
Hey, you make me